I grew up in Miami, Florida, which when I was growing up, it was sort of a wasteland for music. But there was one trumpet teacher there who was the former principal of the Philadelphia Orchestra, Gilbert Johnson. And I had the fortunate opportunity to work with him when I was in high school. And so from there, I went to New York City, to Manhattan School of Music, and had a wonderful teacher there, Raymond Mace. And while I was at Manhattan School of Music, I had the opportunity to play in many festivals around the country, fellowships, Tanglewood, Aspen Music Festival, amongst others. And then I went back to Miami, and I was the teaching assistant for Gilbert Johnson for my master's degree, where I began a family. And in Miami, after my master's, I played in New World Symphony for a year, and I was principal trumpet for the Miami Symphony shortly after my finishing my master's degree. I went to California to study composition and continue playing trumpet. And I would fly back and forth for all the Miami Symphony concerts. We returned to Miami, and I had the opportunity to audition for the Dallas Brass. And that changed my career, from going from an orchestral player to a chamber musician. And I played in the Dallas Brass for 10 years, and we toured all around the world. I was a professor at Miami-Dade College for 15 years. And once my kids were grown up, my parents moved on, I thought it was time to begin looking for other opportunities to teach at four-year institutions, and that's where I discovered the University of Denver. What really interested me was the level of the musicianship of the faculty here and the experience. And they're just at the highest echelons in the music world, and I felt I would love to be a part of this group of people, to spur me on in my endeavors and to share in the collegial atmosphere here. In developing trumpet players, I think it's very important, first and foremost, to develop a healthy embouchure. And so what does that mean, develop a healthy embouchure? We need to understand, feeling-wise, viscerally, what's going on here, so that when we're playing the trumpet, we're not at the mercy of the pressure of the instrument on our face. We need to be able to understand how I can create this embouchure so that I am pushing back equally at the trumpet as it's coming in. So there's this balance that happens in developing a healthy embouchure. And there's so much more that goes into it. But what particularly goes into it is giving you, the trumpet student, the tools to begin to understand how you can develop that experience yourself. And it starts with developing this relationship with your body, right? Your posture, the sense of being relaxed. And then from that relaxed state, understanding and feeling what is happening here. What are these exercises designed for? Am I doing them correctly? Are they actually helping me? And so having that approach of this visceral experience approach, rather than thinking about it, because the mind can only do so much. Of course, we need the mind, but it's really in this experience of developing a healthy embouchure through feeling of it that we can be successful. I'll see each of my students at least 3 times a week, whether it's in trumpet studio class, their private lesson, brass performance class, or in a chamber setting. We have a warm-up class that starts at 8 a.m. on Wednesday mornings, where we'll be going through all the fundamentals of developing a healthy embouchure, so that during our lesson time, we're not going to be talking as much about fundamentals. We're going to be talking about repertoire. Students here will have the opportunity to play in either wind ensemble, jazz band, orchestra, brass quintet, and trumpet ensemble. Perhaps not all of those every semester, but at least 2 or 3 of those. Then in our trumpet studio classes, we'll be focusing on different aspects of what's important about being a trumpet player. We'll have a lot of guests coming in. We'll hit all the aspects of being a professional musician, repertoire. We'll have opportunity to play for each other. We will learn from each other in the trumpet studio classes. Brass performance class, we're performing for all of the brass players. One of the things that I love to do is to create the buddy system So I'll be working with you once a week in warm-up class, but then you'll be paired with another trumpet player where you'll be working on your warm-ups together so that we play back and forth. Because one of the things that we don't do well as trumpet players is we don't rest enough in our routines. So with your buddy, you'll be forced to rest. So you have a lot of playing opportunity and you have a lot of interaction with full-time faculty. We're working together constantly throughout the week. And it's just this wonderful experience of seeing each other as a family. We have a small studio. You have a lot of individual attention. You have amazing facilities to work. You have a high level of trumpet students. And you have all these opportunities to grow. And that's one of the things that I love about DU, educating and preparing the student for being successful in this world of trumpet.